Skin1004 has been making waves in the skincare world, and I feel like when it comes to Korean brands, it's definitely one of the OG. I myself was introduced to Korean skincare because of Skin1004. My first ever Korean cleanser is actually from Skin1004. This Korean skincare brand is actually known for its high quality Centella asiatica extract that is sourced from Madagascar, making its products gentle but effective for all skin types. But with so many options, how do you know which Skin 1004 product is right for you? So on today's video, I'm breaking down their best toners, ampules, moisturizers, and sunscreens. So hopefully you can find your perfect match. Okay, so let's start with cleansers. And they only have one oil cleanser, which is this Madagascar Centella Light Cleansing Oil. And as the name suggests, this is really one of the lightest Korean cleansing oil that I have tried. I've actually made an experiment and filmed a video comparing Korean cleansing oils and balms. And this one really stood out because it's the fastest at removing my makeup, including my waterproof mascara. And I also find that it's effective at clearing my sebaceous filaments, especially on my nose. After massaging it onto my skin for 5 minutes, I could actually see white filaments coming out. And that's something that I haven't experienced with the other oil or balm cleansers that I have tried. So overall, I can recommend this cleansing oil for almost all skin types. For foam cleansers, they actually have four options. So I've only tried two of their cleansers. So let's start with their first one, which is a real OG. And as you can tell, I'm almost out of it. This one is formulated with Centella asiatica extract, coconut-derived surfactants, and glycerin. And this cleanser really foams well and provides a deep yet gentle cleanse, which is really great for my oily combination skin. It's also fragrance-free and essential oil-free, and it doesn't have any actives in it. So I love using it even on my retinol nights or on days where I use HAs or BHAs without worrying about any skin irritation. So for me, this foam cleanser is very versatile. And every time I use this, I feel like my skin feels clean, refreshed, and non-irritated after every use. One thing to note though about this cleanser is that it contains sodium bicarbonate or baking soda at the bottom of its ingredient list. While it hasn't caused any issues for me personally, I've used this for years. I actually have two of them, but it may be too harsh for sensitive skin. So I would recommend this foam cleanser for people with normal to oily combination skin type. The second cleanser that I have tried is their Tea Trica BHA foam. So this one claims to exfoliate the skin and control sebum. The formulation also includes 0.45% salicylic acid. It also contains tea tree leaf water and neem leaf and flower, which are natural ingredients effective in combating acne. When I was using this BHA foam, it really gave me a thorough cleanse and it really left my skin like squeaky clean. For me, this foam cleanser is like 50-50. I find that it managed some of my acne breakouts, but there's still persistent ones that just comes back over a couple of months. So unfortunately, this one is not my favorite. Now let's move on to toners. They actually have 6 selections for this. But the ones that I have tried is their Madagascar Centella Pro Bio Cica Essence Toner and their Toning Toner. So let's start with the Pro Bio Cica Toner. This rich essence toner is formulated with fermented centella, 5 sizes of hyaluronic acid molecules, and ceramide NP that soothes and moisturizes the skin. So this toner has a more viscous consistency, more like an ampule. It initially has this little sticky feel to it, but once absorbed, it really feels very light on the skin, and my skin feels really soft every after use. I wouldn't depend on this alone if you have very dry skin. You should really incorporate this with a hydrating serum and moisturizers. But if you have normal to combo skin, this would be perfect. And I find this toner to be best at repairing and strengthening the skin barrier, especially if you have irritation or sensitivity. And it's really best paired with their ampule, which I am going to talk about later. The second toner that I've used from Skin1004 is their toning toner, and this is said to be a gentle PHA exfoliating toner that removes dead skin cells, smooths texture, and brightens dull skin. I didn't realize that this is actually an exfoliating toner, as this one is a very gentle toner, and it's also very watery and very light, as you can tell. It's almost just like water. The exfoliant that they use for this toner is gluconolactone, which is a polyhydroxy acid or PHA that is often referred to as the next generation AHA. So the main promise of gluconolactone is that it has comparable awesome skincare benefits to AHAs, but without the irritation as a side effect. This toner also has niacinamide, which is pretty high up on its ingredients list. And I know we've been hearing niacinamide over and over. It's almost in every skincare product, but we can't deny that niacinamide is a good skincare ingredient and it really helps to brighten the skin. So if you're looking for a gentler way to exfoliate and brighten the skin, I think that this would be a good toner for you. Now let's move on to their ampule and a very, very popular Skin 1004 product. You've probably seen this so many times on your social media feed. This is their Madagascar Centella Ampule. It's the kind of product that you might not notice a dramatic change with your skin while using it. On its own, I feel like the effects may not be immediately visible, but it works great as a supporting skincare product, especially when paired with skin barrier strengthening moisturizers. I personally use it whenever I apply actives like HA, BHA, retinol, and even when I use my azelaic acid. And I've noticed that it really helps reduce irritation, dryness, and sensitivity, making my skin feel more resilient. So for me, I've used this as like my barrier kind of, and then I've used my actives, and I find that this really helps me not have any sensitivity to my actives whenever I use this first. Now let's move on to their pore minimizing fresh ampule. So this ampule is focused on pore minimizing. It's also formulated with pink mineral salt and 9 peptides that cleanses pores and improves skin elasticity. So I've always used this along with the pink clay mask and the gel, which I'll talk about later. So whenever I want to remove my excess sebum or my sebaceous filaments, that's the routine that I do. I use the pink mask and then this ampule and then the gel after. And this is such a revelation for me. This has been one of my favorite from the brand. And as someone with big pores, especially on my cheeks, I can't really say it dramatically minimized the look of my pores. And unlike the other pore minimizing products that I've used that really controls my sebum so that my skin looks very matte, this one actually gave me more of a balanced skin, a healthier glow instead of like a very matte look. For my oily combo skin, this really works so well in calming and retaining just the right amount of moisture in my skin. And I didn't realize that this is what I actually need. I thought that having a really matte face is the way to healthy skin. But after using this and after using this line for a while, I find that what my skin really needs is the right balance. Because if I don't have a lot of moisture in my skin, I know that after a while it will produce more oil. Because, as a general rule, if you strip your skin of oil, then it will signal your skin to produce more oil, right? So I find that this really gets my oily combo skin. So now let's move on to their Probiotica Intensive Ampule. This one is actually marketed as a dry skin alternative to their regular Centella Ampule, and I think that it really serves its purpose. So this one has a milky look, a little slimy texture, but it still feels very lightweight. It doesn't feel sticky, but can you see it actually feels kind of slimy, but once you put it on your skin and you let it absorb, it actually really hydrates your skin. It's not sticky at all. Actually, when you put it on your skin, it begins to feel more like watery and it really absorbs well on the skin. So think of this ampule as an intensive repair treatment. So if your skin is damaged, if your skin is dry, or if it's recovering from acne, this one really hydrates and strengthens your skin barrier, especially if you use the Probiotica Essence Toner together with it. So the last ampule that I have tried from Skin1004 is their Tone Brightening Ampule. For me, this ampule is great if you're looking to brighten your overall skin tone and if you want to improve your skin texture. But if you have like those persistent hyperpigmentation or acne scars, I don't think this is the best. For me, because I'm used to like the purest form of vitamin C, like this is my favorite vitamin C from Benton. This has pure vitamin C. This has worked for my hyperpigmentation and post acne marks the best. And also, I've used the Madecassicide blemish pad. With this and the blemish pad, I find that especially if I have just like a fresh acne mark, this and my Mediheal really works fast. But when I was using this for the same amount of time as I've used this or my Mediheal pad, I find that it didn't make a lot. Comparing it to the products that really work for me, this one was really slow. So based on my experience, I find that this is just really good to improve your overall skin tone and texture. Okay, let's move on to moisturizers. Admittedly, I haven't tried a lot of Korean moisturizers. I was actually amazed that there's options for us oily combo skin. The first one is this Madagascar Pore Mising Light Gel Cream. So this is a lightweight gel with aloe, niacinamide again, and adenosine that is said to provide instant cooling and deep hydration to the skin. And I can attest that this one in the mask actually really gives you that cooling sensation on the skin, which really feels refreshing. I would say the same as what I've said with the ampule. This is also very calming. It hydrates without greasiness, making it perfect for my oily and combination skin. And this one bonus is fungal acne safe. I know it's really hard to find fungal acne safe moisturizer. So if you're in a hunt for one, I can recommend this. The second moisturizer is their Soothing Cream. So this one is formulated with centella, trehalose, and ceramide NP that moisturizes the skin and repairs the skin barrier. This is actually not a cream, it's a gel. And compared to the pore mising one, slightly thicker to it. I think that if you live in a humid climate and you have oily but dehydrated skin, you would love the formulation in it. But for people with very dry skin, it probably isn't enough on its own. So now let's move on to special treatments. So I have been mentioning this throughout my entire video. This is their Pore Mising Quick Clay Stick Mask. And you already know by now, this is one of my favorite. It's a super easy to use clay mask. It comes in this stick form that really helps absorb excess oil and clogged pores. And if you are dealing with clogged pores and sebaceous filaments, I think that this is really great. I have made shorts about this. I've also featured this on my previous video. This is very cooling on my skin, very comfortable on, even when it's dry, I can move my face around. It doesn't dry out on my skin. It doesn't feel very tight on the skin. But even if it's very gentle on the skin, it did dry out my sebaceous filaments, making it easy for me to remove with my tool. So this one for me is a 10 out of 10. You already know this tree is a revelation for me, my favorite from the brand. Moving on to another skincare treatment. This is their Probiotica Bakuchiol Eye Cream. So Bakuchiol is a great retinol alternative that smooth fine lines without the irritation of retinol. And I find that this one really hydrates the under eye without any irritation. I didn't feel any stinging. It's very soft and easy to apply. Thanks to its rounded applicator, it feels very soft under the eyes. I have no negative reaction to it, and it really offers a very nice, smooth, comfortable feeling on the eyes. And if you like using your fingers to put on an eye cream, you can actually untwist this, and there you have it. And then you can just put small dots under the eyes and then use your fingers. And unlike other eye creams that I've used in a tube, this one is a real cream. It doesn't feel like a serum. Like, it's not watery. It's really a cream. So it's very moisturizing under the eyes, more of like an evening eye cream. I find that the light ones are great in the morning, and then creams like this are really great in the evening to really hydrate under your eyes and moisturize your under eyes. I think that this one is great. So I can recommend this to anyone, especially if you're looking for an eye cream that doesn't have any retinol but would give you the same benefits. This is a great eye cream. Now, moving on to sunscreen, which is what Skin1004 is also known for. Their original sunscreen actually has been garnering so many awards in Korea. So their OG sunscreen, which again has been garnering so many awards in Korea, is this Madagascar Centella Hyaluronic Water Fit Sun Serum with SPF 50 PA++++. And as you can tell, I'm running low on it. This has been my favorite sunscreen, and I love it because it doesn't have any white cast. And for someone who hates sticky sunscreen, and for someone with oily combo skin, this is perfect because it gives me the right moisture. So I don't use any moisturizer whenever I use this. And it doesn't make me extra oily. Even when I'm wearing makeup, my makeup stays put. My makeup doesn't melt over this sunscreen. So overall, a great sunscreen that I can recommend for everyone. Now, they also released two more new sunscreen, well, fairly new. The Madagascar Tea Trica Soothing Sun Milk and the Madagascar Centella Probiotica Glow Sun Ampule. The Tea Trica Soothing Sun Milk, as the name suggests, has a milky consistency. So it's more milky compared to the OG, which is like a cream, right? Like, it really holds its form. So comparing the two, the consistency is the main difference. But once you apply it on the skin, the finish is quite the same. Like, I can't really tell the difference between the finish of the two. Also, the main star ingredient in this formulation is tea tree leaf water, which is great for acne prone skin. But if I am to compare the finish of both of this sunscreen, the OG one and the tea trica, there's not much of a difference. So don't expect this tea trica, even if it's targeted for oily, acne prone skin, don't expect this to be more matte. It has the same like skin like finish. If you like the original formulation and you're acne prone, I think that this is a better option. The next one is their Probiotica Glow Sun Ampule with SPF plus PA++++. This one is formulated with fermented centella and panthenol, and this has the glowiest finish out of the three. So if you have very dry skin and you like a glowy finish, then go for this one. This one did not work so well for me because I have oily combo skin. Under my makeup, this really melted my makeup away. I find that the glow was just too much for me. If you have very dry skin, I think that you would appreciate this. So the last sunscreen is their sunscreen in a stick. Oh my god, I'm almost done with this too. So this is their Hyalusica Silky Fit Sunstick. I'm not sure why they call this Silky Fit. For me, this actually helps mattify my face. So I like this because I can just put it over makeup and it's great for reapplication. Yes, it does move your makeup around, which I don't mind because I can just like tap it to go back, and it can remove some of your makeup. But what I like about this is it is matte, so it doesn't add like a glow onto my skin. And for my oily combo skin, I really love this. So if you're looking for like a not like really matte, like a demi matte finish sunscreen for reapplication, I think that you would love this. So after testing all of this Skin1004 products, here are my absolute favorites as someone who has acne prone, oily, and combination skin. So my best cleanser for me is their Skin1004 Madagascar Centella Ampule Foam. I just feel like this is such a very versatile foam cleanser, and it's great for when I'm using my actives at night. The best toner for me, surprisingly, for my oily combination skin, I thought that the the toning toner would work better for my oily combo skin, but I actually prefer their Probiotica Essence Toner. I think that it's very calming, and even if it's moisturizing, it's very lightweight. The best ampule for me, this comes in no surprise, their Pore Mising Fresh Ampule. Such a revelation for me. The three products, the mask, this ampule, and the Pore Mising Light Gel Cream, is really perfect for my oily combo skin. This really works well in unclogging my pores, and at the same time, it's very calming. For the best sunscreen, I'm still going with the original. I'm not sure if it's just that I'm very comfortable with this or if there's nostalgia involved. But for me, this just really works for my skin type. Doesn't have any white cast, very comfortable on, great under makeup, great for reapplication. So I really love this sunscreen. But I'm also curious to know which Skin 1004 product is your favorite and which one are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments down below. And again, if you find this video helpful and informative, please don't forget to share it with your friends, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more skincare content. Thank you so much, Charles, again for watching. I'll see you on my next one. Bye!